Video games has been part of my life since the early years, since يامت Play 1, CD-ROM, and even the VCD Super 300 games, if anyone remembered that. Pretty much those were the golden days, وأغلبية الذكريات المليحة اللي نشفى عليها كانت مربوطة ب video games. Just me in my plastic chair, نلعب Street Fighter for hours non-stop, until my parents start yelling at me, telling me I gotta go memorize جدول الضرب instead. كانوا أوقات بسيطة وشابة، وحتى في صغرك تحس وتعرف بلي هدول الذكريات يجي نهار وتتفكرهم وجرام يتعاودوا. وكان عندي الزهر ولا نقوله محدود enough to experience الجيل الذهبي تاع الألعاب الإلكترونية. So hey, it's Hika, and those are my favorite video games. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. If you die in any game, you just respawn, but not in Sekiro. The whole point of this game is to die once. Cause if you die twice in Sekiro, you think you're gonna hit the respawn button? Aw, that's cute, but you can't. If you die in Sakura, that's like dying in real life. Every death slowly turn you to a suicidal person. Trust me bro, this fucking game turn you insane. And trust me, nothing has made me more upset than this fucking monkey over here. يا جدك شحال صامت هذا البوس. نقل قتل معه 4 سوايع عن بعد كي قتلته. I just start crying from happiness. But guess what happened? Yep, I would not. This is exactly what Sakura is about. ما تقدرش تتوقع واش غادي يصرى. تكون تتمشى حتى تخرج لك a big fucking snake for no reason. And this is the reason why I really love this game. And the fact that each and every boss is different and feels different just makes this game unique. And the last boss, آخر واحد لازم تواجهه, the whole key behind him is to not hesitate, because if you do, you die.
Oh, so close! Sweet Jesus Christ.
Great game. I had a lot of good and bad memories playing this game, but overall it was enjoyable, and I wish if they make another Sekiro game, because I will definitely play that shit. Zelda the Twilight Princess. I think قاع الناس heard about this game at some point باسكو هالفرانشايز مشهورة بالبزاف في نينتندو. Even though there are many Zelda games, but this one just feels special for many reasons. From the moment you step into the world, your body becomes enriched with an overwhelming sensation of excitement. Every forest, every tree, hill, lake, valley, and mountain is yours to discover. And you can do so many things in this game. Like you can even fish. That's how good this game was. We just like to discover new things. So besides me watching a safari في MBC3, I think playing Zelda أعطاني أقرب شعور لمغامرة حقيقية. I have a little confession, اعتراف صغير. Well, my first love was the character from Zelda. Fuck, this is embarrassing. Her name was Midna, and yep. But I remember that the ending, it was so depressing, like نهاية عيسى literally. Because this bitch Midna just disappears in the end and just leaves me. Because just صار حتى في video games. Jesus. Also قبل ما ننسى, the soundtrack in this game is just beautiful. Even if you don't play the game, you still get to enjoy the soundtrack.
Come on, assholes. I'm waiting for you. 3, 2.
Mafia 2. If you are a fan of mob mafia genre, this game is just made for you. It has one of the best written stories in any video game. It gets you quickly immersed, and the best example, Vito واللي هو شخصية رئيسية في هذا الجيم يرجع من الحرب ومن بعد كي يرجع like يزور البلدة تاعو like تتمشى تلقى الناس في البار drinking ولا دراري صغار يلعبوا ولا يفوتوا عليك حتى الطيارات في السماء كعلامة بأن الحرب مازالها ما كملت ولا تلقى واحد يحفف عند عقبه. It just little details like this makes the game and the world feel alive and gives you a sense of realism وواقعية كبيرة. Nowadays video games don't really have this much details in them, and Mafia 2 perfected the details in every mission وحفايس كيما هكا هما اللي يخليو أي لعبة special and makes you connected and immersed to the game. Bon, على بالي بلي كاين ناس دروكا راهي تقول يا أخي بهلول connecting to a video game out of all things. What are you عميق؟ يا راه But really, it's not that hard to understand. You can think about all the times where you enjoying a book, maybe watching a well-crafted movie, or crying your eyes out on an episode of Attack on Titans. Oh my god, Eren used to be a happy kid. Now he's so sad. He's done nothing wrong. He just wanna kill everyone. You know, those kind of things hit you hard and makes you emotional. And playing video games is really not that different. Now going back to Mafia 2, The story is about 12 hours and you can sense the inspiration from movies like The Goodfellas and other mafia movies. And the game recently had the definitive edition, so if you haven't played it, then I think it's the perfect time to try this game because it's still good. Nukes. You know how much time it took me to remember this fucking game? باسكو هاد الجيم قديم وبزاف like 20 عام ولا ما باليش تقريبا the same age as me, and I remember buying it باسكو البوستر تاعها بان لي بلي يخوف, and I remember that I've never played a horror game at that time. And you know what's better than playing a video game? It's playing a video game with someone else. وحنا بكري ما كانش عندنا زمان online كيما دوكا. So what we do is go to our friend houses and just spend most of the day playing in a room. So I picked the CD, نشفى كان يدير 5000, and went to my cousin's house. And as expected, the game was so creepy. Like it was actually creepy, but in a comforting way. ما نعرفش كيفاش نفهمكم بصح you almost feel like having a drunk dad that comes home and start beating your mom بصح ما تقدر له والو because you are living in his house and you can't just go outside because you don't have anywhere to go, so you're stuck there. My dad is not a drunk dad. It was just an example. Nukes feel exactly like that, except عندك الoption باش تخرج منها في أي وقت. Honestly, I don't remember much about the game. I'm not gonna sit here ونقول لكم بلي the game is really good because of the magical world and the characters are really great and the story is compelling. That's a lie. باسكو والله ماني عاقل قاع شكل نصرا في هذاك الجيم. I just remember that me and my cousin were just laughing and having so much fun playing that game, and that's the best feeling ever. وصراحة الجيل تاعنا كان مزهر باسكو درنا عفايس بزاف وعشنا لحظات الأجيال هذوكا ما يعرفوهاش. I guess I'm blessed. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Man, this right here was the peak of Assassin's Creed franchise. This is when Assassin's Creed games were actually made with a lot of passion and love and details. مش كيما تاع دوكا. It's all about graphics and microtransactions and flashiness, and the worst part ما تحسش أصلا بلي Assassin games. I mean, the last Assassin's Creed game was literally called Valhalla and it's about Vikings. He cussed up. Okay, why Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is my favorite game? Well, first, it has a great story. Like من الساعة الأولى تشدك وتعرف العدو تاعك و you have a motivation and it's clear right from the bat. And also it has one of the greatest main characters in video games واللي هو Ezio Auditore, and it takes a place on Rome, Italy, which is probably the best environment Assassin's Creed games. I can talk all day about how good this game is, but I think it's never enough. Words cannot describe how great this game is. So if you haven't played it yet, then you should, because you are missing out a lot.
Cat, Blitz, f***ing quit the game. You're trash.
League of Legends. I know. Shut up. I know that I always say that I absolutely hate this game, and أي واحد يلعب League will tell you the same thing. ويقول لك بلي ما تلعبهاش خطيك منها باسكو اللعبة ما تصلحش and it's very toxic, and they tell you should stay away from it. And honestly أنا كي سمعت هذيك الهضرة بلي زعما خطيك من الليغ وكلش زادوا حمسوني باش نلعبها. بس ما أنا قلت مادام الناس ما تبغيهاش نسيها ونشوف كيفاش وعلاش الناس تكرهها. I don't know what I was thinking. كان عندهم الحق.
如果我忘了怎么爱你，那一定是我失忆昏迷。
The game is actually toxic and I don't recommend anyone to play it really. ولا بالي دوكا الناس غادي تقول هيكا سما إذا الجو ما يعجبكش وكلش. Why did you mention it in your video then? I don't think anyone can deny that this game has a lot of like downsides وسلبيات بزاف يخلوك تهبل من راسك. But I barely see anyone talks about the positive side تاع League of Legends. باسكو كاين بزاف لحظات كي تكون تلعب that just makes you fall in love with it. Moments like stealing a Baron. Or getting every minion under the tower, or even simply carrying your shitty teammates to a victory. Things like that just make League fun to play, and that's why I'm addicted to it, sadly. That's it for the video. Hopefully that was enjoyable for you guys, because it was definitely enjoyable for me. Go to leave the comments what's your favorite games. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. Also follow me on Instagram. If you want to know more about me, join our Discord server, link is in the description. And as always, take care.